YouTube, what's up? We are back. This is the first main part. I cracked a couple things in the last video from the Toy Pimp, like the Land Cruisers and that Type R Civic. This video is going to be exclusively Tomica Limited Vintage, and I'm going to start with this Nissan Atlas. This thing is amazing, and it's easy for me to see why these are so expensive. The detail is beautiful, first of all. Greenlight has a really nice flatbed hauler. It's an international. I think it looks equally as good, but this is probably, if you can get it at a retail price, 5 or 6 times the price. But here is what the Greenlight doesn't do that this one does do. It is fully articulating, fully functional. Absolutely amazing. And very highly collectible. So for this, I'm very happy to have this Nissan Atlas. Okay. Let's take a look at some of these TLV cars that I picked up. In real no particular order. Oh, actually, you know what? I will do it in this order because this might help me with what they are, and in some cases with the year. So we'll start with a Honda S800 Coupe. Now I have the Kyosho Roadster version of this, which is basically the same car but convertible, same color and everything. And that's why with this one I wanted the yellow so that it would match my Kyosho. And I will at some point do a video showcasing the two cars. Tomica Limited Vintage is hands down the best 1:64 scale brand of diecast you can buy. In my opinion, there's no one else even close. There are some other brands that do really, really nice stuff like Inno64 and Kyosho. But when just overall, in the grand scheme of things, I think TLV is the best. They don't necessarily have the best selection of cars. A lot of their cars are like very much oddball type cars. Okay. I'll start with this 1969 Datsun Bluebird 2-door sedan, also known as the 510. And it's a 2-door. The 2-door TLVs tend to be a little bit harder to find, I think. The 4-doors are all over the place. I mean, you can find these. They're not like impossible to find. But that's a good looking car in white. Datsun 510. 2-door sedan, as it were. It's weird, in America we don't, 2-doors are coupes. They're not sedans, but apparently in Japan they are sedans. So the next one is I don't know the year, but it's a Toyopet Corona 1500. This is a beautiful car. It is a very early Tomica Limited Vintage. It has a 2004 copyright date. And for the size of this thing, it's very heavy. Now, aesthetically, this probably isn't going to turn a lot of heads, but being a Toyota collector, and a Toyota enthusiast, I had to have this. The detail is great. Look at those translucent lens taillights. That is a very cool car. Okay, did that one. This is a cool car here. It's a 1984 Nissan Cedric Turbo F. Very cool looking car. More modern, you know, if you don't like the classic stuff as much. Although this is technically a classic, being that it's 35 years old. 1984 Nissan Cedric. The two-tone paint, gunmetal on silver, looking amazing. Those headlights and indicators and the grille, it's just all killer. Side view mirrors, killer. Taillights, indicators, killer. So well done. And for those of you that aren't all that familiar with Tomica Limited Vintage, here's something that you get with them that you really don't get with really any other brand in 1 to 64. You get suspension. They're metal body, metal base, rubber tires, very highly detailed, very, very good quality. They feel in your hand like they are very well made. That is a cool car. Nissan Cedric. What's going to be next on the docket? I only have 4 more. How about a 1985 Honda CRX SI? I already have a TLV CRX, but I wanted one that was a little bit newer. So now I have 2. I have the blue one with the silver rocker panel, and I have this red one. These wheels are a little bit more modern. But again, with the headlights and taillights on these cars are the best. And just the overall details in general are the best. I paid today for my F40 Ferrari and my Dino hardtop. Those will be here at the end of the month. I cannot wait. Those are going to double in price the moment they change hands. So if you guys are interested in Tomica Limited Vintage, I would jump on those Ferraris because, yeah, it may be $80 for an F40, but it's going to be a $140 car in 45 days. Okay, what else do we got? 3 more cars. Oh, this is a nice one here. I don't know what year this is, but it's a Mazda Luce Legato. And I love this color. It's like a metallic silver, but there's like a hint of light blue in it. Just a stunning car, and all of these cars are stunning. I mean, me as a collector, I like realism. That's why I don't do a lot of Hot Wheels stuff. I bought a ton of Hot Wheels stuff yesterday, but I bought all of it and flipped all of it. It was all sold by last night. And I used that money to buy this stuff, because this stuff is not cheap. But it's so much better. I guess it all depends what you like, though. I like realistic stuff because I like to make backgrounds and dioramas, and I like the cars on my layouts. You know, I want to try to make a scene look real. That's my goal. You can't do that with Hot Wheel cars. You can tell right away that they're not. You can tell right away that they're Hot Wheels. Okay, so we have two more cars. This one is a 1987 Nissan Bluebird sedan. This thing is so clean. So clean. I mean, it almost looks like a real car. I mean, what do you do? That thing looks like a real car. Looks like I could just go open the door, hop inside, fire it up, and head down the street. 1987 Nissan Bluebird. Love it in white, too. Here's your taillight detail. Side view mirrors. Prototypical wheels, which look great in this case. I just love the detail on these cars. That's a beautiful car. That only leaves one more. 1997 Mazda RX7 Type RZ. I have the silver one that came out, and I have the red one. I did not get the yellow one or the white one, but I did get the black one. Look at those wheels. Unbelievable. Anybody who doesn't agree that Tomica Limited Vintage is the best brand in 1:64 scale when it comes to replication accuracy is out of their mind. That is just amazing. Damn, that looks good. I think that car was meant to be black. Okay, so that's what you get with Tomica Limited Vintage. You get quality, very good quality, and you get very good detail, and you get very good durability, and these cars never go down in value. They're not like Hot Wheels where, you know, like those vintage racing cars that I sold. I made a killing on those. Those things have skyrocketed in value. Absolutely skyrocketed. TLVs aren't going to do that, but they are going to steadily increase, and you will never lose money on these cars. Yes, you got to pay $25 to get a car. It's a super treasure hunt, basically. But it's 100 times nicer than a super treasure hunt. And for all the people that say, I can't afford to collect those, yes, you can. If you can afford to collect Hot Wheels, you can afford to collect Tomica Limited Vintage. It's just a matter of quality versus quantity. That's all it is. But anybody that can afford to collect Hot Wheels can certainly afford to collect TLV. Here's one. I didn't get this today, but I have it here out, so I might as well show it. Subaru Legacy. So there you go. Tomica Limited Vintage from the Toy Pimp. These are the new additions. And stay tuned, because I still have another Toy Pimp video coming, and it's going to be well, it's mostly Kyosho actually, but there are some other import oddball stuff that we're going to take a look at. One of them I've never seen. Takara, Tomy and Takara merged in 2005. I got this 1:64 scale model kit that is a Takara. It came out right before they merged. So I look forward to putting that together. It looks super detailed, so we'll see. So be on the lookout for that video, and I will holler at you guys very soon.